Ew.
Ew.
Ew. Hold on. Where's my... Which one is it? That's a little better. Good morning, everyone. Say good morning, honey.
Morning.
Woo, that's horrible. Oh, my goodness, that's horrible. All right, so go on that side of it and scoot that dude that way. No, go over and grab both ends at the same time. Pull it to you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. That looks pretty perpendicular. Push the front of it back, honey. The front of the stove go that way a little bit. Just an inch. A little bit more. Good. Let's see what the front to back looks like.
I have to raise the front.
Oh, I think it's good enough. All right. So, hey, good morning, everyone. Hello, folks. You say hi?
I did say hi.
You did say hi. All righty then. We have a frost freeze coming, and it's time to start winterizing. How do you like that moringa? Took off late this year, and see how it does over the winter. We got the other little one in that pot right there, but yeah, I don't know. We might have to dig it up and move it because if it's, I think it's a little too close. I don't care about that stuff. So to be the contrary individual I always am, unlike a certain Kentucky Ballistics, Mr. Scott, I like his name. I don't know why, but I like his name. We love our eggplant. Don't pull it yet. It ain't ready. You want to show here? You want?
I was going to show it off.
We love our eggplant, and that joker can kick his kick his big purple balls all over the place he wants. But we love our eggplant. Hello, Smokey.
Buddy.
So a handful of things to discuss with you. We got a batch of green yellow wax Cherokee yellow wax beans that are drying out. So we did this solely for seed in order to save seed. We're in the process of going to do some winterization.
Beautiful.
Yeah, some.
Thank you, Miss Cat and Lori. These guys are wonderful.
Yeah, we got them from the girls, and we're doing some winterization.
And then Jimmy and the Darlers are doing good.
Yep, and that looks like it got broken.
No, it just fell over.
That's what I'm saying. It broke and fell over. It's very brittle stems. Which kind of?
This was the Anaheims.
Anaheims. Okay, so those
these are seed that we saved.
Yeah, big, long, green, sweet peppers. Very good. That's ready to pick. All right, so onward and forward. So we're bringing the citrus in, and they've gotten yellow. And this is something we've been seeing lately, and I'm not liking it. But we're pulling the citrus in. Looks like you got them all. These are beets that we planted freaking early last year. I mean, while it was still cold out, we did or was it before? It was. These may have been here a year. Anyway, we're going to leave them here until we eat them. We will be eating them through the winter. We now need to move all our tubs and citrus in here to protect it for the winter. And we're getting that thing ready. So we're going to raise it up and put a couple boards in, and we're going to move these things in and kind of put them around. I think we'll leave this area for wood. All right, honey, I'm pulling a mind fart. Who was it? We got the Casey. If you're still watching my vids there, Chica in California, those two are doing spectacular.
The one in the pot.
That one's doing really good, but it's a little bit more yellow, but it grew more. But those are the pineapple. What were they called?
They're sweet loaves.
Sweet loaves. You can even eat the core because they're very low acid. Somebody is very
jam.
Very proud.
Yes, he is.
Very proud. You gonna say hello? You gonna say hello? Say hello. Hello. That's our Smokey. And
you're gonna lay down. There you go.
Yeah.
Good boy.
And Captain. Here's Shadow.
Shadow. Captain Ned.
Captain Ned. We haven't heard from you in a while. Smokey still loves the toys.
Loves the toys.
Got a couple of...
All the cats love the toys when they do find it.
Yes, they do. Got a couple... Let's try and make this a short video. Got a lot of things getting ready to happen for winter prep. We got to get our stuff put away. We're waiting till after first frost to dig and harvest our sweet potatoes. Yesterday we found a new home for our last 3 piglets, which was great, and it was a crazy. We have now scheduled. Instead of butchering them ourselves, we have scheduled a date. We found a butcher to take the boar and the sow to. That will be in a month. End of the month is as soon as we could get them in. And then so there's lots of changes coming. I got to clean up the mess of these guys. We've got some friends that are way over yonder that have some American Guinea Coon cross hogs, and they are a lot different disposition. We're going to try them before I go back to Berkshire. I kind of like to go to Berkshire, but I like what I've seen so far about them when we've gone over to their house. They're grazers. They don't dig. They don't root, and they got a better temperament. This is the first time we've ever done these Hampshires. And never again. Not again. Well, I'm not going to say never, but not likely. And if I do, it'll be raise them and butcher them. Not the... Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? So we got to get everything tilled, but I don't want to do that until we've had a hard freeze to kill stuff on top, and then we'll till it again. And there's some other things. Somebody is still happily sitting perched right there. There's some things that we need to address. Couple things I want to house cleaning things based on some recent video conversations. Roger, we saw your comments come in, but it looks like they were deleted by YouTube. It's not us doing it.
No.
And there was somebody else. You remember who?
Thomas the Ram made a comment this morning, and it was a YouTube link, and I went to click on it, and it said comment unavailable.
So,
meaning the algos are deleting comments from our videos.
So all of you should know that is not us. And I want to address another concern. Here, you take the camera. Hi. So we've all been programmed by the inputs that we've had our entire lives, and I don't know how much I can stress this. Oh, and by yeah, we are on generator, so freezer keeps kicking on and off, and I don't like that. I really don't like it. You want to get him off of you? Here.
No, he's fine.
You okay?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm good.
So I wanna impress something on some of my YouTube community that I had a few comments with yesterday in the videos, and I want to make sure there's a clarity of understanding on this, because I think it is a problem within a specific community, and I think that problem is part of the programming of the organized religion, Christianity. Not individuals, but things that were done within the organized religion, I think intentionally to act as a separator. Because if my memory serves, based on my readings, the things that were written by what Jesus said would be contrary to the actions that I see involved in others. So let me call out this issue so that we can be clear about something. All of us think we want freedom, but it is us that has the power to give that or take that away in how we think and how we speak to and about each other. So I don't want to call out the guy's name. I like him. We've had lots of Skype calls. We've talked. He's been around for a long time. But I want this clarity of understanding, because I made some statements in the videos about witches and the good witch and the bad witch, and there were some comments about that I need a real, true, clear understanding in it, especially from the Christian community, because I don't think the Christian community understands that they've gone about, let me choose the right words here, that the Christian community has done a very good job of helping to be divisive based on a few primers that are written into this book by the bunch of men that did it in effort to make sure that it stays a control mechanism. And it is about power, and it is about power of one individual over another. This is why I say three things: money, religion, and government all have to go if we're ever going to be truly free, because we don't manage our own power very well. We give it away too freely, or we impress powers upon others that we have no business doing, and it works mostly within our language. So let me make this really, really clear. You have no right, I have no right to involve myself in any other individual's spiritual path. Period. Amen. If God gave us free will, then you must respect that free will and allow people to explore their own path of spiritual connections. Period. It is when you start saying, well, because you have this label or this label or this label, you are verbally beginning the stages of oppression. Remember what I said about next level this and next level that? So understand this. We all have a responsibility to protect, how should I say this? And maybe these aren't the right words, but I'm going to say them. Protect the weak, or protect the unknowing, the unlearned. So I've stated over and over and over again, it's about do no harm. And if an individual chooses a spiritual path that is different from what you think is right and wrong, it's none of your business unless that individual does harm to another person in the name of that spiritual path. In the name of that spiritual path. So get my wording clear here. Everybody has a right to choose their own path. And whether it's right with God or not is between the individual and God until they do harm to another. And then we have a bit of an obligation to do something to try and improve it. And that's why we have failed in our monetary system, our political system, and our economic system, is because we failed to actually take care of the harms that have been done, and we did too much talking about, well, we don't like this person because of this label. And I see this heavily within the Christian community, and it doesn't mean that these individuals are all bad. I think they got their priorities programmed incorrectly, and that's my opinion. So this is a big statement. Some people will get their noses all bent out of shape because I'm saying it. But a person's path is their choice, so long as they do no harm. And there's a quote that is brought into us from the Bible that's used a lot, and I'm not going to get it perfect, but anywhere there are two people in discussion with my name, then I will be there, kind of thing. That's what Jesus said. So it is for each and every one of us to share our concepts and ideas so that an individual, a woman or man, can learn from observations of the results of those things and their decisions, and that is our spiritual growth. So we can't learn unless we make mistakes, and that's how we move forward. So Really simple, really quick. I know this is a little diversion, but we're out here and we got these issues that are coming up, and I want to show you what we got going on in the homestead. We also have to insulate our girls in the hives, so we're going to be putting insulation there. We're going to get everything in that needs to be protected. And what else we got to do? I'm not tilling until we get a frost.
Just basically make sure everything's in the greenhouse and cover the greenhouse door. And
oh yeah, we got to look for the plastic for that so that we can close that off.
And then just make sure everything's set up for, put some wood in the greenhouse. So
we got to get some wood together for, I don't know if we'll need a fire quite yet.
Not till it's a frosty night.
Well, even on the frosty night, that's what I'm thinking. Well, if it's only 31, that should keep.
As long as we've got sun on it and we can keep the heat
and
in there.
We're gonna have sun.
The
days
couple nights
that we're gonna have the frost, we'll have sun, so that should put heat sink into the dirt. So we may be fine without a fire, but we got to get it set up and ready to go. That's what we're doing out here. We're navigating our own responsibilities because of our self-sufficiency. Let's all understand the definitive line in why we failed in our country, in our social structure, versus what we need to do to succeed. Yes, not everybody's going to be on the same path, and yes, people are going to take paths that maybe we don't agree with. But the dividing line on when you start speaking, it made it. When we start speaking about others, or speaking about labels, or anything like that, I think there's different methods to go about how we communicate our belief systems. I mean, because quite frankly, there's a lot of people I know that have been pushed off by the Christian community simply because of the divisiveness that I see that's programmed into the organized religion. Okay? So, where are we at time-wise? Probably too long.
17:30.
Yeah, we need to call it good. Anyway, I got one last thing I want to ask you guys and share with you. In many of our videos, many of our discussions, it has become, it is more than apparent to me that our education is needing to be improved on specific things. And in the discussions I've had with many of you about what things are occurring next level, as I spoke in the other video, I was thinking, since I know most of you have not actually sat down and read the Declaration, the Constitution, and these things, and you don't even know them. Most of you have never even read them, and I was thinking it might be fun to sit down and have either T or I sit down and literally read this so that you can sit and hear it in a video when you're watching and listening to videos. And if you guys think that's a good idea to actually sit and listen and have it be read, I could do it. I could do it with or without commentary of understanding of. So let me know that if you think it'd be a fun idea for us to sit down and read together. The one thing I'm thinking is if I do that, it might trip Uncle Al's ego. And if it trips up Uncle Algo's ego, it could very easily mean 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing for my channel. I don't know. I'd like to do it because it's been a while since I've read it, and wouldn't mind doing a refresher and sharing that with you. You let me know in the comments if you think that would be a fun idea for us to do together, and open up some discussion. I know other channels have danced around that years ago. I don't know where they're at now. I listened to a good video on liberty and finance this morning with what was that guy's name? John Whitehead. Was
Yeah.
it Whitehead?
Yeah.
He brings to the table a tremendous amount of issues about the tyrannical issues that are occurring around our country at this moment. And this is when I go back to why I felt it necessary to say what I said about the difference between an individual's path and doing harm to others. Because what's being done is harm in ways that, quite frankly, I would never have thought I would have ever seen as prevalent as we are now. So we need to know what we're dealing with. And if we're not educated on what was laid down and what our rights are, how do we know how to defend them or defend somebody else's? It's a thought. I love you guys. I'm gonna get to work. We got to get everything put away for the frost. Anything you want to suggest? Say.
Nope.
We've gotten a few emails on the isogenics. I'm glad to help those that are wanting to help themselves any way I can. So, anything else?
Nope. I
All
think
right,
we're done.
that's it. All right, love y'all. Take care.